Hey guys, I'm gonna make some pink on pink 1.75 or 1.7, can't remember right now, inch epic cray. I usually do little half cup batches. I just made some baits, so this was stirred up just a minute ago, so I know that it's not separated and it's okay to use. I'm gonna do this in one take, but because of how long it takes to cook and stuff like that, I'm gonna pause the recording in between cook times just to let you guys know. Set this up because it needs to get washed out. Keep a couple cups and beakers, and then I just use it as I saw that piece of plastasol on there right before I did that. Thought that side was already clean. These beakers, and then just fill up as I need to. So I'll fill all these beakers up once, and I keep those little cap you just saw me take off on top of it to keep dust and stuff out. My shop stays about the same temperature, so I don't need to worry about moisture, condensation, or any of that. And I also use a vacuum chamber, which takes care of any bubbles that I might get. Then we keep our normal plastasol in sealed jugs with spouts, like you've probably seen on a lot of the pages. Alright, so we're going to cook this. 2 half cups. I'm going to cook it for about 3 minutes and then stir it and then cook it for about another 45 seconds. This isn't going to be an informational video. I talk when I'm nervous, so you're going to hear me jabber. We'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. We just checked and we're at 350. We hit at least 350 on both of these, so we're going to go ahead and do it up. We got some Waterworks hot pink. Maybe about 20. Then we've got some DOP chewy. Do the same on that side. I did 25 of the chewy. I wanted it to be a little darker. Now. Or a little thicker, not darker. I want it to be a little less transparent. We'll go another 5 on the chewy. That was a squirt, and not a controlled. Right there. That's starting to. It's going to be lighter because it's more of a bubble gum. That's 320, so we're going to throw this into the vacuum chamber. That was actually that's at 260, so we're going to cover this so it takes as much heat as possible, and we'll be right back after they've both been vacuum chambered. Alright guys, we're back. That's hot. So what I did was I vacuum chambered both colors. Brought them back up to temperature. I'm going to shoot this kind of hot. If I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to shoot the small epic cray hot anyway because of the way the thing is, the plate. I'm not positive about that, but we're going to shoot it hot because I kind of want that swirly I want that swirly color. So, got our cans under here. Let's say, see if I gotta make sure this is the same as the other ones. I think I want to put the belly on the, where's the back? I haven't done one of these in a minute. So these might come out wrong. I'm not real sure. We're gonna give it a go though, right? If I do that, it should do it right. I can't remember. Like I said, it's been a minute, so we're gonna learn together. This video might not even get posted now, but it probably will, because it's nice to see that people who do this mess up and they don't throw perfect pours or shots every single time they make baits. So we're gonna draw up some plastasol. I said this was an informational video, and I'm talking like it's an informational video. Purge your injector, give her a little squirt back into the jar. Make sure you got belly on your belly color and top on your top color. Give your injector a little squirt. Make sure both your colors are coming out of your purge and your blending block. I mean, that's the... I've only got one mold, so there was no worries, no damage done by holding it for a few more pressure for a little bit longer to make sure I get a good fill. Dump your injectors as much as possible back into your cups, and then you know, wait. That's kind of neat, man. You guys might not be able to see that. I'll show you the when you purge your injector, you can get a little preview of what you're gonna have coming out. You guys might not be able to see that. I dig it. That's pretty much what I was surround finger in it. It's pretty much what I was going for. How it's both the pinks, but it's got the. That's what I was going for. So hopefully I shot it hot enough to get that through the whole thing. That'd be a pretty good worm color too. I might have to do a little bit of that. I keep these little sometimes just to remind me of what a colorway looks like if I want to do it again. Or how to put together. I don't know. Can't find any place that's not dusty to set it. So pause it. Oh yeah, clean up. I like to, you know, empty out my injectors, blending block, so I'm ready for my next shot. I only have one of these molds, and I actually like to move kind of quick. So a lot of times, I'm not going to do it this time because I'm going to eat. But a lot of times, if I'm not using glitter, I'll keep the sprues and the pucks and stuff, and just heat my cups back up a little bit and get right back into bait making as quickly as possible, and then melt down everything. I don't do that when I have glitters because of how much glitter is in those sprues and those runners and those block pieces. I want to get that back into the can, or back into the cup, so that I get more consistent glitter throughout the bait when I'm shooting. These are still real hot, so these pucks are just sinking back into the cup. Always give her a go, or look for, you want to make sure there's no chunks of plastasol and that stuff. Maybe next time I'll say this is an informational video, and then I won't say anything at all, and I'll just freaking make baits like I was supposed to do right now. This actually probably won't take too long, but I'll give us a pause. We'll be back in just a second. We'll open this up and see how they turned out. Alright, we're back. I got a little fisheye lens because if I don't, I'll show you at the end of the video. You don't see a lot more. My shop is so small, I need another lens I need a lens like that to get everything in this shot. My shop is like 9 foot by 6 foot. It is literally half of my garage. I don't do anything in it but make baits and winter my chickens, so the whole shop is going to be the garage here soon. But anyway, we're back. Haven't opened her up yet, a little warm, but I want to go eat my dinner. So we're going to open it up and see how they turned out. See, I did do it wrong. I love this stuff. So I left it in line, and you turn it to the side. And so now instead of getting half and half, we got one of each. But that's cool because that's still usable bait. That one started to. It also let me know that I needed to shoot it hotter. Oh no, some of them kind of did. That it did do what I wanted it to. But that's the learn. Got a little dent up there, but that's no big deal. That's how you learn, though. These are definitely fishable. They're not unusable because of that. And what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna have to shoot another video and I'll cut the clips together. But I'm gonna eat, come back out here and try it again, and we'll shoot this the right way. Like I said, it's been in a minute. Let me hang these real quick. I usually use my closed rack, but I'll just for right now. The way this mold is it's got a plate in the middle. It's the epic craw. It goes together like this. I had it like this, thinking it's gonna cut half and half, you know, but you don't. You do it like this. If I'm not mistaken, the side with the divot to open the mold is your belly, and the other side is your top. So the marling side is going to be your top. We're going to find out because I'm going to eat and come back out and shoot another one, and you do it in line with the mold like that. So we're going to come back here in a minute. There is a thing with these. People have been saying they put a little foil on the bottom, and it might be the blending block. If you look at this, it doesn't sit straight. So your plastasol blends before you actually get to the plate. So it's going to go in, and then you don't get crisp, clean laminates. People have put a little piece of foil. You know, put a little piece of foil right there in the bottom, and it brings that plate out a bit so that your colors stay solid until they get inside the mold. We're going to shoot it normal, and we're going to, when we come back, and we're going to see how they turn out, and then maybe we'll put a little piece of foil in there and shoot another set and see if they get better lamination or if it's about the same. So we'll be back in a bit, guys. Alright guys, we're back. I gotta let it cool for a minute. I don't let it cool too much though, so we're gonna go ahead and cover it up. Wanted to show you, this is normal. This is my clip lens that I use. So if the picture is a little like dreamy looking, it's because it's not the best, but you see the difference of how much more of the work area I get into the picture. So we're back. If I'm not mistaken, the divoted end is your belly. We have already heated up our plastasol again. We have got our, that's going to be a real bad day if we don't put the clamps on, right? Okay, let's do the one facing us over here so we're not putting a arm towards the, if you put them on the same side, it will usually fall over because of the weight. So we found out that we want to go back to front. The notch I think is the belly, but then again, the last time we did this, I thought I had it right. So we're gonna try it that way, and we're gonna have hopefully one cook on each side. So fill up your injectors. Go ahead and purge your injector. Cut down on bubbles. Put your blending block together. Purge your block, just a little squirt so you know that there's no air in there, and then stop when you feel it. Light pressure, 10-15 count depending. Obviously if you've got 4 or 5 molds set up and you're trying to go through them all, you're going to want to move a little quicker. Pressure, timing, experience all come into play with making sure that that ends with the least amount of dents in your bait. Go ahead and pop your screw off. Clear your injectors as much as possible. Oh. It's the only problem with not having bayonet locks, and everybody says, oh, you need bayonet locks, and you don't need them. I want to make baits, and they're kind of, A, they're kind of hard to come across right now, and B, I didn't have as much as I needed for one when I got into this. I had very little money, and I had the bare bones, and I wanted to play with what I could pay. And you know, I got a bug molds dual injector. It works great. You got to be a little cautious, you know. But here's the thing: if you don't blast your injector when you're emptying it, they almost never fall off. They are tight enough that they hold in while I shoot molds. You just saw it. Guys have seen me do dozens of molds or dozens of shoots, and I think it's only fallen off once. And it was because I pushed too hard when I was doing this. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm about to make some good blankets for my cups. This works. Obviously it doesn't let a lot of air out. It holds that heat in, and it keeps your plastasol hotter longer. I mean, you're not going to pull it up and it only drop 10 degrees, but let's say you're at 350 and you throw this on, in 5 or 10 minutes you might be down to 300, whereas you'd be down to 250, 240 to 265 if you just left it sitting there. Maybe even a lot less for 5 minutes. But I've had this on, I don't time it, but for minutes. And it only loses 5 or 10 degrees, and that makes it a little bit easier for reheats. Like I said, I've only got one mold of a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to get as many out as possible real quickly. Also, part of the reason I do smaller half-cup runs, I think you got to be exact with it if you're doing an order and you're only doing half-cup runs. Like your recipes have to be exact, but at least for me, I feel like I get better runs because the colors don't dull out as quick. As long as you're cool on your temperatures, you gotta watch them tips or you'll burn it. But all your colors are gonna kind of dull out if you heat them up enough times. So smaller runs means less heating, which means more brighter colors and more consistent shoots. This should be good. A couple of dents, but yeah, I was right. The divoted side on this mold is going to be your belly. And there we go. It's pink on pink. A little hotter. Might have given me a little bit more on the top. This is what I think people are talking about. And on certain colorways, it does look really crappy. I like it. So if you look at the bait, you're not going to notice it very much. But the tail, if you're holding this in your hand, it goes the belly color. And then the tail and the back of the boot are the top color. I think it looks pretty cool. That's just me. I like stuff that's off and different, and it doesn't look the way, you know. I just like my stuff to look like it's my stuff. So there we go. That's the ticket right there. So if you got this bait and you've forgotten, or if you, it's the same with slick swims too. If you get the slick swim mold out, I've got 3 sizes of it. But say you're using your injector and you're doing laminates. The side with the notch to open it is your belly side. So you want to have your belly color on the side with the notch, and it appears to be the same on this Epic Prey. The belly side is the notch side. I don't know about the bigger Preys. You see. Yep, notch side is the belly on the 3-inch. On these, the bigger Preys, they've got that top fin, so I always go by that. But yeah, notch side is the belly side. So if you got any of the Epic Preys, that's the easy way to remember where your belly is for laminates. It's always going to be where your notch to separate your mold is at. Stoked. These look good. They're pink on pink. I thought about adding some glitter, but like just trying to do the video and didn't have any at hand. My glitter cabinet is behind this mount, so I didn't screw with it. Light kind of messes them up. I'll post some pictures on the Instagram page of them when I've got them done. But yeah, I am going to edit these together. I'll leave in the mess up earlier. I think it's important for people to see that bait makers don't do all this stuff first run. These look cool. The camera's obviously not doing them justice. If you make baits or you buy handmade baits, you know that pictures and cameras just don't look as good. I'm also not on a photo box. There we go. So here it is, Sunday afternoon in the shop shooting some Epic Preys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. You can give it a like, you can give it a thumbs up, you can subscribe if you want. I appreciate the followers. I'm really just kind of documenting making baits. I make baits and I put videos up on the Instagram and on this YouTube channel just to kind of show how we do stuff so people know this really is a small family-run company. It's not some big box store. It's not some company pressing out. These are all hand done. Like I said, a lot of times with one mold. So there's a lot of, I try to be consistent, but when you're doing it like this, it's hard to get, you know, perfect crisp lines. And, I like the way they turn out. We don't make a whole lot of sales, but we do okay. But like I said, it's more about just documenting us making baits. I'm not trying to be Zoom or be somebody like, I'm not trying to make informational videos or nothing. I talk when I get nervous, so if I film a video where I'm making baits, you're going to hear a lot of, like you are now, so we're going to go. But hey, it's Sunday. Sunday fun day. If you guys are on the water, stay safe and hopefully tight lines. If you're in the shop making baits, you know, keep those gloves on, be safe. Vent fans on, be safe. Can't say it enough times. Take it easy, guys. Enjoy your week.